Well, the kids had just been out for a visit in the fall of 2019. But after they left that time, we both just looked at each other and said, we've just got to go out there. And we've got to move to New Jersey. We had always anticipated, living out our retirement in California, where Lisa and I had grown up. We had our forever home. And
we had been in prayer for over a year about this decision. But it's interesting that at our point in life where we're retired, we're comfortable, we've got the retirement house is all done, we just came back. God's said, no, got one more adventure for you.
Yeah.
You're going to New Jersey.
Yeah. And so we just, took baby steps and prayerfully started making plans in that direction. We were partway into, looking at homes out here, and then the pandemic hit, and that just kind of stopped us in our tracks a bit. Mm-hmm. We thought, well, maybe we should put it off. Maybe we should, rethink the timing and wait a little bit longer. We had already sold our home at that point. In New Jersey and New York at that point were being hit so hard that we're thinking, okay, we're just trusting you on this, Lord. Because in California, it wasn't that bad. But I remember one friend saying, I just wish that you would wait a while longer until things are better in New York and New Jersey, And we just, all of a sudden, we just both felt like God was saying, nope, keep moving forward and just trust me. And so that's what we did. We just said, okay, we're just going to keep moving forward. And
it's a huge, huge decision, because we left everything, all of our support group, friends that we've invested decades in, everything that was familiar. We knew we loved this church, and we knew that the kids were here and that it was a beautiful area, but still it was a big decision, uprooting everything. But we just both felt from the Lord that this was right. I remember one Sunday afternoon, we were praying about it in the afternoon, and we both felt there was this lifting, and God said, in my heart, it's time to go. You're not to stay here anymore.
I've always struggled with, fears and anxieties like everybody else, feeling like so much was at stake. If God wasn't in it, then, there could be some consequences to that. But I just kind of kept feeling that I just need to keep trusting Him and His guidance. And we definitely felt the guidance. You look at the circumstances and it just looked like such a crazy idea. But I think we both just felt that, we could stay put, or we could trust the Lord that He was going to grow us during this time. It might not be comfortable, but we would grow. Yeah. He's trustworthy, and He's never failed us, ever.
Never, ever.
So I knew that as long as I kept my eyes on Him, we'd be okay. And it was funny because, in that whole process of, should we stay here and rent a little bit longer till this passes? Well, obviously we'd still be back there waiting right now if we hadn't. But yeah, it just, that sense, clear sense that, okay, we're to move forward. We're not supposed to stay.
Yeah, and we have not regretted it at all. And coming to this church, we have felt so loved, and welcomed, and it's just been such an easy transition into this church.
Bob was just driving by one day and saw the sign for the crossing, and we had visited one or two other churches, but I didn't feel like we'd really found the right one. And then he said, oh, I saw this sign for the crossing. And so he looked it up on the computer and
went to the website.
Yes. And he said, this looks like a really great church. We should try it.
We just realized, okay, this church is right where we are too.
Yeah.
So it's just an easy fit for us. Yeah, and then just everybody's just been wonderful.
I'm so grateful for the church and for
Yes.
the people that we've gotten to know, all the more because we are in a pandemic. I can't, go and volunteer someplace and get to know people. Other places, it's really pretty much here. I just appreciate everyone's, loving, helpful attitudes, Anyway, we just love everybody here and can't wait to get to know people better when we don't have to wear masks.
Amen.
Yeah. So.
Our son, lives here. When I was a kid, all activities for around the holidays, special events, it was always at my grandmother's house. That's where all the clan would gather. We just really wanted our grandkids to be able to have some of those memories. So having followed the Lord now, we can see where, the kids are coming over, we're making homemade ice cream, we're doing all those things as grandparents that make memories for the kids and to be able to, have an impact in their lives too. So it's just the reward for having done it, besides following the Lord and being obedient and all that, it's just been phenomenal, being Nana and Grandpa.
It's just been amazing to have that kind of bond.
Yeah, and if the congregation is interested, I have a couple thousand pictures on my on my iPhone. I'd be glad to share them. I now regularly pray, Lord, help my eyes to be open, help my ears to be open, help my understanding to be there to see what you're doing, and help me be ready for what you've got today. Help me be ready for what's coming next week, what's coming next month, next year. Help me be ready for it, whatever it is, because I know that you're with me. And it's been awesome following the Lord all these years. It's just been amazing. Oh, wait. I have totally fallen in love with quality Italian food. My gosh, there's so much of it around here. Woo.